Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. We're a little bit behind, but we are finishing up the second season of The Last of Us. This is episode 7 titled Convergence. And we've talked about it a lot, like how are they going to wrap up this season? Where is the cutoff point? Because they are, as you know, like dividing the second game up into multiple seasons. And yeah, we pretty much know already what's going to happen in this one, because there is only one place in the story where it makes sense to put that cutoff point. So, yeah, don't need to say much more about that. Is there anything you want to say before we start?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't done that already. Like the video, throw in a comment, it really helps out. And if you want to support the channel, you can do so over on Patreon and right here on YouTube with YouTube memberships, where you can watch the uncuts, sync it up to your own copy of the episode, and also watch early reactions for some of the shows that we are doing. Next week, I am finally starting to release some of the stuff that we have been, we've recorded and I've been working on. So it's Arcane Season 2, Daredevil Born Again, getting back into Battlestar Galactica. I'm also going to start watching Invincible, releasing those after Daredevil. So yeah, a lot of stuff is coming. But yeah, now finishing up The Last of Us Season 2. Ready?
I guess.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
I said maybe. This is gonna hurt.
It already fucking hurt.
Oh, yeah, shit. Oh, you got an arrow almost in the knee.
Can't let me die.
Yeah, I know.
No, you don't.
Listen, if I pull it, it's gonna tear an artery. I need to push it through.
How do you know that? What if it's the wrong way?
I know where the arteries are.
No, you don't. You're not a doctor.
Dina, shut up!
Yeah.
No, have some, okay?
No,
It's gonna
don't
help.
have some.
Have some.
I said no.
No? That's not a good idea?
She's pregnant.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Can't you just like cut it and then push or something?
Do it.
Oof.
I guess that's exactly what he did. Oh, yeah, that's also why she was like, I can't die. But I know. No, you don't know. It's not just me.
What's the name of your horse?
Shimmer, I'm alone. Open the fucking door.
As long as Shimmer is okay.
Tina.
She's okay. She's in the dressing room. Ellie.
What happened to you? I beat someone to death.
How convenient that it was pouring rain after being down with the spores.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they will stick to you and
It will.
then you'll bring... Yeah, probably.
At least
yeah.
if we're following like
How spores
work.
usually work.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Because trust me, it contaminates everything. And I'm just talking fungi spores in general.
Okay, yeah.
I know this because I work in sterile lab settings.
Yeesh.
Yes.
Oh, damn. When did that happen? Like in the game, she's running around and fighting and killing people all the time, but here she's mainly sneaking?
Did she fall down the elevator chute?
Shaft thing?
Shaft?
I don't... Perhaps.
She only said 2 words. Whale and then wheel.
What does that mean?
Maybe.
Ah. Yeah.
She was infected. It's already sitting. I thought it would be harder to do,
Oh, damn.
but it wasn't. It was easy.
That's not good.
I just kept hurting her.
It should be hard.
Did you kill her?
No. I left her.
Yeah, well, maybe she got what she deserved.
Maybe she didn't.
So it is getting to you a little bit, huh?
There was a Firefly base in Salt Lake City.
Oh, she's
They had a
so
hospital there. They were gonna use me to make a cure. But it meant that I would have died. And Joel found out, and he killed everyone in the hospital.
For some reason I thought she already told her, but no.
We need to go home.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. But we know they are not going to.
Unless.
Day 3. Unless what? Unless they seriously change up the.
Give me your wrist. The other one.
Why?
It's for good luck.
Oh.
I'm not sure it's been working for you.
I can do this alone if you want Ellie to stay.
No.
The rendezvous point's not far. Assuming Tommy's there, we should be back well before sundown.
Oh, okay. Going to get Tommy.
Dina's casting is just.
Yeah, she's so good.
Where's the rendezvous?
Bookstore.
Same with Jesse, I'd say. Like, that's pretty good casting as well.
You ever gonna tell me how you found the theater?
We followed the likeliest path into the city. Found the place you stashed Shimmer. She's still there, doing all right. Not that you asked.
Thank you for telling us.
Look, I know you're angry.
Last night, Dina said, I can't die. Not, I don't want to die. I can't. And then I offered her whiskey and she refused. Dina, the girl who's never turned down a free drink in her life.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, he's putting 2 and 2 together.
Yes, you do. Ellie, I see the way you two look at each other. And I bet she even tells you things she wouldn't tell me. Like how she's pregnant.
Fuck. None of this has to change things between us.
Everything changing doesn't have to change things.
Yeah, that's a big fucking change.
I'm gonna be a father, which means I can't die. But because of you, we're stuck in a war zone. So how about we skip the apologies and just go find Tommy so I can get us and my kid the fuck out of Seattle.
So you know what's gonna happen?
If that is the way they're ending the season, then it's going to happen.
I mean, it's just if it's not happening in this episode, we're basically already telling people.
But then people have already watched this episode when they're watching the reaction. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you
but
guys
if it
are
doesn't
doing it
happen,
wrong.
if it doesn't happen in this episode, then we're basically spoiling it.
I'm 99.9% sure it's happening in this episode. Otherwise, I will cut it out of the reaction.
Perfect, thank you.
Let's give it a minute, see if it dies down, and then we'll...
The frick?
There. Go, good time.
I think... No, okay. Oh, shit, okay.
Oh, it's that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm stressed. She got me. She got me.
What? God damn, you guys are sick. Ellie?
Ellie, there were 6 of them and 2 of us. What do you think would have happened?
You fucking kid!
Ellie, these people are shooting each other, lynching each other, ripping each other's guts out. Even the kids.
Yeah, you were in the middle of a war.
This is not our war.
Well,
Melissa and Christy are saying the storm's a convergence zone.
Convergence.
It's gonna get even bigger. We'll start the staggered loading.
Any word on Abby?
Not since yesterday. And we still haven't found Owen.
So her entire crew just disappears. Tonight of all nights.
We still have Manny.
Well, we have a lot of Mannies, don't we? And enough Owens and Mells, but only one Abby.
Wow. She important.
Okay, what the fuck?
Okay, what the fuck?
We have an entire fucking army out there, and you're acting like she's the most important.
You in love with her or something? I don't know. You wouldn't be the first old man to...
Okay. No.
She sees something in her.
I think he's gonna tell us.
By the time the sun comes up tomorrow, there's a very good chance you'll be dead. There's an even better chance I'll be dead. So then what happens to that entire fucking army out there who, despite their badass name, are very much sheep? Who leads them? It was supposed to be her.
All right.
Well, she's fucked off, Isaac. So maybe it wasn't.
Oof.
Fuck.
Oh, he's not here? Agreed to, baby.
She gonna bring one? Is your mama a llama?
What? One of the books said that? Is your mama a llama? Yeah.
Well, it's double L, right? So it should be Yama, right? A Yama? Double L?
I'm pretty sure llama is spelled with a double L.
Let me at least just get this one off the table. Yes, I love her. But not the way you do. There was this girl with them. I don't know if you remember. She was selling paintings, like landscapes and shit.
Were they good?
No.
No.
Best 2 weeks of my life. But she couldn't stay. Didn't want to abandon her family like that. So she asked me to go with them instead. And I wanted to.
Maybe you should have.
Because the people at Jackson took me in, raised me, cared for me. Because everyone there is counting on me to be the next Maria.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Because I was taught.
Oh, so that's a
Mirror.
mirror,
Yeah.
like what we just
Isaac.
had with
Yeah.
Isaac talking about Abby.
Yes.
Or Abby fucked off, but Jesse's like, no, I can't do that. I have responsibilities.
You can make fun of me all you want, but let me ask you this, Ellie. I go with that girl to Mexico. Who saves your ass in Seattle?
Sniper?
Sniper. It's gotta be Tommy.
Yeah. We don't talk enough about like the sets and the visuals. It's really well made.
Yeah.
I don't see an easy way north, but
Wheel.
if he got there,
Whale.
we can too. Ellie.
The whale.
What?
The one who killed Joe, she's in the aquarium. It's too far to swim. We need a boat.
What are you talking about?
Ellie, we're going home.
You don't know that's him.
Yes, we do.
We don't.
And you don't know for sure that.
You'd want me to do this. And Jesus Christ, if 3 more people had voted with you, you'd be coming with me.
I voted no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah, you call that one.
Yep.
It wasn't in the best interest of the community.
Fuck the community! All you do is talk about the fucking community, you hypocrite!
You think you're good and I'm bad?
My community was beaten to death in front of me while I was forced to fucking watch. So don't look at me like you're better than me, or like you'd do anything differently if you were in my shoes, because you're not, and you wouldn't.
That was a punctuation to the sentence there with the gunshot, right?
Yeah.
Period.
Period. But okay, fuck. Seems like Ellie's going at it alone. Man, why even bother?
Get it.
Or what? Like, when your beard is very long, like it can be a nuisance for sure.
Something tells me that's not why he did it.
Probably not. Damn,
Are
Ellie.
you sure this is the right place to be in a thunderstorm?
Boat and yikes. No. Can't hit them from there. Oh damn. There's Isaac. Okay. Something big is going down. But yeah, okay, there's still a boat there. Oh. Good thing she knows how to do that.
Yeah.
Ellie, that is insane what you're doing.
Yep. In the middle of a thunderstorm, and it's the absolute worst place you can be.
Yeah, out on the water.
Out on the water! In a tiny little boat.
Whoa. Plus, she still can't swim, can she? Oh my! I guess she learned, or
That looked empty.
holy! You still have your backpack. Damn.
I don't remember this.
Hi.
I don't remember that she...
No. That's yeah. Nope. Shit. Wow, they were just ready for that. Man, this cult shit.
The village.
The village! Leave her!
Wow, saved by the...
Wolves?
Yeah, I was about to say the bell, but it's not a bell, it's some sort of alarm. Yep. The wolves, most likely, yeah.
Does it work?
What?
Does it still work?
Oh, the boat? No freaking clue. Wow, so she just... Wow, that was some detour there. Trying to make her way to the aquarium and then getting pushed back by the waves all the way to the island, and wow!
They're going at it.
Yep, that's full-on war, it seems like. Damn. The fact that she's able to still keep going after that is almost on like a superhuman level.
Hate is a powerful tool.
Yeah. Kind of noisy. Wow, okay. That's where they sleep. Oh. Neat little detail. I didn't know that you needed to dry off your bullets and or make sure that stuff is dry before you use it. Well, it makes sense. I don't know anything about guns.
This is suicide under normal circumstances. If you want to do this now, do you even understand what's going on?
I understand everything, but I don't have...
There's Owen and Mel.
I can make it there and back in 30. If you're still here, you can get on board and keep going with us. If you're not, you're not.
Fuck you, Owen.
Hands up.
We don't know where she is.
You were just talking about her, so yes, you fucking do. You're gonna point to where Abby is. And then you're gonna do it. And it better fucking match.
Have 5 seconds.
She's gonna kill us either way.
No, I won't. Because I'm not like you.
Ellie.
3, 2.
Oh, fuck. Owen. Why did you... Owen went through... Oh. Damn.
Knife? Do you have a knife?
And we have 30 seconds. Get the fuck over here. Please, please, please.
You're gonna take it out.
What?
You're gonna get it out. What?
I don't know how to do that. My decision.
Work fast. Work fast.
What? This is not gonna work, is it?
I'm not sure it's gonna work.
No, it's not. Jesus, fuck. Oh, no, 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 no.
Deeper than you think.
Which way? Which way?
Love transfers.
Across. Across. Transverse. Across.
You're doing good. You're doing really good. Is it out?
No. Shit. Ellie. Wow.
Ellie!
Tommy!
They came anyway?
Well, Jesse probably told Tommy that Ellie was going there no matter what, and Tommy wanted to.
Let's go, come on. It's okay, it's okay. Come on.
Can you save the child now? Or is it too late?
No, I think we are getting to a point where it's too late.
God.
Also, what was I supposed to do?
I don't know. It's just. Oh, that was rough.
You know, they were part of it too.
Yeah, but
They made their choices. That's all there is to it.
I get he's trying to comfort her.
But Abby gets to live.
Yeah. Are you able to make your peace with that?
Guess I'll have to.
Just have to settle for killing the people she cares about.
Thank you for coming back.
Wasn't his idea.
Maybe Tommy made me.
Did he?
No.
Nope.
Because you're a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
If I were out there somewhere, lost and in trouble, you would set the world on fire to save me.
I would.
Now I'm 100% sure.
Yep. 3, 2, 1.
Stand up.
Yep. I hate this. There she is.
You. Just let him go. He killed my friend.
No, I did. I was looking for you. I didn't mean to hurt them. I know why you killed Joel. He did what he did to save me. I'm the one that you want.
I let you live.
I see her neck.
You wasted it.
Wait.
Hey. You up?
Back to Seattle day 1. Oh, wow.
Stadium and everything.
Yeah, damn. Even that room she was just walking through, that was like 1-to-1. Seattle.
Day 1.
Day 1. And that's the end.
Hey, that's Chris Cornell. So, staying in Seattle.
So that was the season 2 finale of The Last of Us. A lot of what happened in this episode we were already expecting, but there were of course some deviations, and we'll get into those in the comparison spoiler section. But first off, yeah, what did you think about the season 2 finale?
well, pretty much ended where we expected it to end, right?
Yeah.
And I felt like there was so much more that we didn't get to see.
I do too, but I also think it's like a lot of the time, like when you're playing as Ellie in the game, and this is not necessarily like a spoiler or anything, like it's just a big difference between doing like telling a story in a game versus doing it like this in a television series, is like, of course there's a lot of combat in the game. There's a lot of sneaking around. There's a lot of, killing wolves and infected. And, they didn't include a lot of that in the series. And I get it. It would almost make Ellie feel like that would truly make her feel like a superhuman running around and just killing. Like here they had she wanted to save that kid. And Jesse was like, no, there's 6 of them. Only 2 of us. I don't want to die here. And especially not for these people, yada yada. Whereas in the game, if you're Ellie against 6 other people, no problem. So I think that's a big difference, and that a lot of the time spent playing as Ellie in the game is sneaking around, or if you're not sneaking, then it's just guns blazing. So I think it's a lot of that, but like the big story points are still kind of the same, but well made overall. It's not something we've talked about a lot, but just the set design, production, visual effects, and practical effect, like all of that is just really well made, and there was a lot of that in this episode.
I feel like we talked about last time that there was a lot of like story beats that were still that they need to include in this episode. And yeah, sure, combat takes up a lot of space in the game, and that's how. So when you take those out, there's not necessarily much left. They got the story beats down, I guess. I was worried last time that it was gonna feel rushed in a way. Maybe it's just because I remember things weirdly, or like I'm just mashing a lot of things together, because it's also how this the story goes, is like, yeah, we've seen it from Ellie's perspective, or what's gonna happen, and I just feel like I'm mashing up a lot of things together, but I guess in the end there wasn't much new, at least. I don't feel like I remember the whole thing with Ellie washing up on the Scar Island, and they also changed some things about the circumstances with and I think for the better, with the whole baby thing. That was a tough scene.
So we're getting into comparisons, or
not necessarily. We can just talk about the baby scene.
Okay. Sorry.
That it seems like they added that and to make it more impactful, because that's what this whole episode was kind of like focused around. It was like Jesse finding out that he was gonna be a father, and like this whole pregnancy thing as well, and then to really like hammer it in for Ellie, like with the whole pregnancy thing. And then we see Mel, and we see both Owen and Mel die, and they really like focused in on the whole dying pregnant woman, I guess, to make it really meaningful to Ellie, what she just did. And there's a lot of mirroring as well, with the wolves, and yeah, like Jesse was supposed to be the new Maria, and Abby is supposed to be the new Isaac, or at least that's what people have kind of like told them. Or like they tried to, I don't know how to say it, but like that's the path that someone else kind of made for them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it was pretty clear what they were wanting to tell us there, wanting to show us the similarities between some of the characters, some of the situations, and the differences between them as well. Like how Jesse is, like, he's very, very committed to the community. And he is also seems like very much willing to take over from Maria. He knows he has an important role. That's why he didn't go with that girl, he was with for a couple of weeks, even though they were madly in love with each other. But then you look at Abby, and I know we haven't been spending a lot of time with Abby in this season, at least. I'm pretty sure that's coming in the next one. But she's probably maybe not as committed to their community, the wolves.
At least that's what we're led to believe.
That is what
we hear Isaac.
Exactly. And we also, the one thing that we do know about Abby at this point in story, at this point in the story, and it became very apparent in the second episode, that she's had one purpose, one focus for the past 5 years, and it would make sense that like the only reason she's really with the wolves in Seattle is not because she cares about what they want or what Isaac wants. It's because she was, there were resources and people there and a means to find Joel. Now that she's done that, we don't really know where she is. Again, that is for sure something we're going to get into in the second season. It's something that we already kind of know more about from playing the game. And again, we're going to get more into comparisons in a sec. But yeah, there's some clear differences there between some of the characters, or between, like, if you look at Jesse and Abby, just to take those two clear examples. And then Ellie herself went through a lot in this episode, like coming back from torturing and well, not killing Nora, but still kind of, she just left her down there. So I'd say that's a fate worse than death, is being left for dead and just becoming a monster.
Like a spore factory.
Yeah, and then she makes her way back to the theater. They decide, okay, we should probably just leave, but we need to go out and find Tommy. She's confronted by Jesse, some back and forth there, and then she sees the big wheel and the whale. She knows, okay, Abby might be there, and then that hate and anger, it just takes over again, like you mentioned. And she, her trying to get there, that was, wow. Get in the boat, try to get there, get thrown out of the boat, and then washed up on shore on an island that is like a good distance away from where you want to go. Almost getting killed by scars in a horrific way, the Seraphites, and then making your way back to the boat, out in the water, all the way to the aquarium, where then you mistakenly kill a pregnant woman and trying to help her and cutting out the baby, and then not being able to do that and realizing what you just did, and then you go back and the ending happens. Like, fuck me, that is a roller coaster of horrible emotions, and damn, really intense episode in that way. And I'm really curious to like, the people who haven't played the games, like, what did you think about this episode and everything that happened? Do you have any more to that, or should we get into the spoiler territory?
I think what I want to say is belonging in the spoiler territory.
It belongs in this, okay, because there's a fair deal to get into there. Spoilers. You have been warned. So yeah, we of course knew that, and that was the cutoff point that we were talking about, is Abby standing there and saying, "You wasted it." There was a little bit of a difference there, because I remember so clearly that the cut, like where they cut to black, is like Abby pointing the gun, and like you see just the anger in her face and the hurt, and she's like, "I let you live and you wasted it," and then it cuts. But here, it quickly cuts to Ellie going, "No, no, 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 no," and then it cuts and we hear a gunshot. So it was a little bit different, and I just know from seeing some of the comments and what people are saying in the past like 6 weeks with the first 6 episodes, that little differences like that, I'm sure it's going to piss some people off. And I have a feeling that this episode probably pissed a lot of people off. Because, yeah, no, she didn't wash up on the Scar Island. That's not how she confronted and ultimately killed Owen and Mel in the game. This was way more of an accident. And some of the conversations she had with Jesse back and forth, that was different. So
She stabbed Mel, right? She stabbed Mel. And
yes, but that was only after Mel tried to stab her. Like, Mel attacked her with a knife.
Right.
And Ellie reacted and fought her, took the knife from her, and killed her. And then she saw the bump.
Yeah, because she was wearing like a huge, like long duffer coat, kind of.
Something like that. At least like so you couldn't really see it until after she went like that,
And
which
that,
she
like,
also kind of did here, but it was just different, very different.
Yeah. And I think it and that's also part of what I wanted to say is that it's to really hammer home what's gonna, like, first of how it affects Ellie, because, well, we went through all this pregnant stuff, and so when we go to, and then spoiler again, if you've gotten this far and you don't want to get spoiled, turn around. We as to when she attacks Dina, and she's almost killing Dina, and she's like, wait, she's pregnant.
Oh yeah, when
Like,
Abby
so-
does that,
Yeah. So like there's a sort of like a mirror there, right? But also in terms of Ellie's experience here is I guess she doesn't want Abby to make the same mistake.
I guess I'm pretty sure, like, in that moment it's just because she doesn't want Dina to die.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
she's
sure.
like, okay, she's going, like, Abby is about to kill her. What can I say to make her stop? She's pregnant. Because I just went through that, and that threw me the fuck off. So that would stop me dead in my tracks
Right,
if
right.
I was
If she knew, yeah.
yeah, that's coming next season, and I expect for that to maybe be where season 3 ends, is if they're doing.
Oh, they want to.
Yeah, they
stretch
said
out
recently they
things.
want to stretch it out into season 4 as well.
Okay.
So I think season 3 is going to be, now we're following Abby in Seattle, day 1, day 2, day 3. It's just a lot more happens in the Abby story. At least from what I remember in the
Right.
game. Like, there's a lot going on there
We
with both,
also-
like, the wolves, their bays, and then when you get into everything with the Seraphites and Lev, like, there's so much there. So much. So-
Yeah. We also need that much because we need to build not confidence, but we need to build some sort of, like, why do we end up rooting for Abby almost, right?
They
We
need-
need to build this. We need to establish a relationship, if that makes
Yeah.
sense, with her, to kind of understand also what the creators are trying to tell us.
Sure, yeah. That it is. No, wait. I'm gonna wait till when because this is also not necessary. Oh, maybe. I'll just say no. it's a risky fucking move. Because what I expected them to do, what I thought they were going to do in the series, they were going to cut back and forth between Ellie and Abby.
Right.
So they were not going to do like they did in the game, where we get the 3 days in Seattle from Ellie's point of view, and then they switch and we get the 3 days from Abby's point of view. I thought they were going to do like this with the story, and we were going to be jumping back and forth, so that they could already now in this season, hopefully make people realize, or at least show them some, like, Abby's story, and they would start caring for Abby as a character. Because, like, I think a lot of people now, if they didn't enjoy this season that much, or if they just felt it was a big downer, both with what happened to Joel and then here in the end, and they're just like, you know what, fuck it, screw it, I'm not coming back to season 3, especially because they've said that the third season is going to focus on Abby, that it is going to be her story. And people don't like Abby right now. If they don't know her, if they haven't, like, that's all they know about Abby is she comes in, she kills Joel. The next time you see her, she kills Jesse and is just about to kill Tommy. Like, that's... Yeah, so I think it's very, very, very risky, and I don't... Maybe time is going to help with that a little bit, because we're probably not going to get the third season until like a year or two. Probably not a year. It's most likely it's going to be 2. So I don't know. I just think it's I wouldn't have done it like that, I think. But then I don't know where I would have put the cutoff point between seasons if you still had to divide it up. Otherwise, it was just going to be season 2 was just going to be very, very, very long.
Yeah, and it is called Convergence, this episode. So we have to.
Yeah, now the storylines are converging.
Yes.
That is true. That is true. There's a double meaning there.
But I mean, I think we had a whole discussion about like the structure of the second game and how that made sense in terms of the story I want to tell. And I mean, it's like they are sticking to that story, and I don't remember exactly because, well, it's been a while. I don't remember exactly. I remember I had some pointers about that in the discussion for the second game. Why I liked the structure the way it was. It was something about how the first game is basically just like following like
the chronological line. Yeah,
and then this one is not. It's basically put a bit on his head, and like it's like there are some things about that but I don't remember exactly. But what I'm just wanted to say in that regard was just that maybe, well, they're obviously keeping it this structure-wise for a reason.
It is.
And, well,
it is the most effective way to tell the story. Like, it is the most impactful way to tell the story, because it is challenging, and that's what they did in the game. It's just, again, with the game, you've already bought it. Chances are you're going to finish it, even if it pisses you off. Whereas here, there's a bigger risk of people not wanting to continue, because they can just be like, I'm just not going to watch the next season. And that's it. Like, and I'm not losing any money there. I haven't already like bought it. So it's not the same there. So that's why I thought that they were going to do it in a different way here. Also just to shake it up for the people who already know the story. I don't know. But I also get why they want to keep why they want to stick to how they did it in the game, because it is very impactful. But there's also a big risk there. It's just...
Yeah, but I mean, then they're putting the art before the dollars. So, I mean...
for sure. And I encourage more creators to do that.
Same.
And I know it's show business. It's a business. At the end of the day, that's the most important thing, at least to executives and shareholders and all that. Like, it's the money.
But in the end, it's a craft. It's art.
Sure. So when it comes to art, the artists, and here it was Craig Mason and Neil Druckmann who, they make the decisions, and they clearly wanted to stick to how the story was told in the game, more or less. Like, again, there are some deviations, and there are like with Owen and Mel, for example, we already explained it. Some differences in that scene, but still, overall, it's the same story. And I don't no, we see that from Abby's perspective, because I was like with Tommy, because we heard about there's a sniper, yada yada, and Jesse was like, that's Tommy. We know that it is Tommy. That was Tommy. In the game, he shoots and kills Manny, but he kills Manny in front of Abby. So that is something we see from Abby's perspective. So that's why we didn't see it in this episode. I just had a moment where I was like, oh, damn, we don't get any of the Tommy being a badass stuff, but no, we'll get that next season.
But I think, that also makes sense why they put it in Abby's, because like then we also see like what's happening to Abby's community.
Oh yeah, and then the people around Abby, because like when you play as Abby and you're getting attacked by a sniper who is really good at hitting his shots, that it's scary. Like, Tommy is scary. Because he is just killing people left and right, and you can't go anywhere, and you have to like jump into cover, otherwise he's going to kill you. So like he's a like that's a little mini boss there that is extremely challenging in the game. When the next season starts, yeah, we know where we're gonna be, where we're gonna pick up. We're gonna be picking up. Wow. Yes. Losing the ability to speak. We know when the next like story wise, where we're going to pick things up. Where we stop. Do you have anything else?
Yes. I know I'm constantly returning to it, but it was so impactful. I was almost like pissing tears. But I mean, the whole pregnancy thing because they changed it, right? They didn't. They changed it. She was asking Ellie to cut it out. Right?
Oh yeah, that was a completely new thing. New thing.
That was like that hit so hard because, well, I've been going through it myself, and somewhat recently, right?
Pregnancy, not getting shot and then having to
cut out my own child. No. It was just so those feelings, like she was like, she wanted it out because I believe it's two things. Is like she's been carrying this baby around for a while, and she's probably been looking forward to a life with Kit and Owen. She's been looking forward to meeting this child. So in her last dying breaths, maybe she just wanted to see the child, right? She just wanted to hold it. She just wanted to know that it was alive. It had a, like, she just wanted to, like, the last look that she had, that it was the baby. Another thing, of course, is that she wanted it alive. So she wanted Ellie to take it and take care of it and take it out so it could, like, live.
Yeah, probably knew that she herself was dying.
She knew.
Yeah.
The way that she was, like, talking to Ellie while doing it and was like, doing such a great job, is it out? And
yeah, that was really heartbreaking. They found a way to make that hit even harder.
She even said, I have like 30 seconds or something, right?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah, like good at, she was good at being calm under pressure in that regard.
But she was a doctor, right? Or
she
like
was
at
a
least
doctor,
a trained
and
doctor.
yeah,
so she's been. She also said she's been doing it, right?
Yeah, and she cares a lot for, like, we even saw in the cabin there when they were about to do what they did to Joel. She was like, the way she was acting and especially towards Dina, even though like she was like, I have to sedate you, but like, don't worry, it's only gonna be an hour. I'm gonna like put it right here and we're gonna take care of, like, she's a caregiver.
Absolutely.
Was and cared deeply for the people around her, even if she didn't know them.
Even if they were perceived enemies, you know.
Yeah, and only went along with the whole going to kill Joel thing because of what, like, their shared experience, what they went through, and losing so many of their friends when Joel did what he did at the hospital.
I could imagine that Abby's father perhaps also was kind of like a mentor to her if she was medically trained.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah.
I don't know, because like this is what 5 years before this, right? 5 years and 3 months or something. But yeah, she must have been doing this a lot, so I guess she might have been in training or something like that. But you can also tell from how she was speaking to Owen about Abby, like how she thought it was reckless and how she didn't want to go through with it. And she was probably right about it. But I mean,
very, 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 very much so. Like she was the voice of reason, just like Dina was the voice of reason, kind of, or at least I don't know. Here towards the end, I was just about to make that comparison with like I don't know, pregnancy makes you more level-headed in this case, but
some people,
yeah,
get more level-headed.
Yeah, you leveled the fuck out when you got. That's like, yeah, expecting like big emotional ups and downs and cravings, and you were just like, cool. I was so impressed.
I was impressed. I was, yeah.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, Dina's been quite reckless. But then she gets the told what Joel did, and it seems like something shifted within her.
Yeah, and immediately after that, she was like, "We need to go home."
Yes.
Like this is not gonna end well. Like it's just gonna continue. If we continue killing, then they're gonna come. Like we just need to stop and go home.
Yeah.
Quit while we're ahead, or.
So she was also not like she was. So they are kind of mirror. Like Mel and Dina was kind of mirrored in a way.
Yeah. And we also know again from. Yeah, in the second episode that Mel and Owen, for like more than the others, wanted to just go home, and they were like, okay, so how are we going to convince Abby to stop and go home?
Yeah,
like,
but
let's
Owen,
not do this.
Yeah, but Owen was.
But the thing with Owen is that he's in love with Abby, so that's like that sort of blinds him, and that was the whole discussion they had there in the end, and Owen wanting to go after Abby, and so it's only gonna take me 30 minutes. You can stay here or you can go. Or like he was basically just like telling her without saying the words that Abby's more important to me than you, even though you're pregnant, and that fucking sucks. So I get why Mel was like an asshole, and she was about to just walk away. Then she saw Ellie. So who knows how that situation would have played out if Ellie hadn't burst in there.
Oh, well, she didn't even burst in there.
No,
she was just like standing there.
She was just and that was, I'm pretty sure that's quite close to in the game. Something that they did not include in the series, which I'm happy they didn't, is the dog.
Oh. I don't even remember.
They had there's a dog with Abby's group, and it is Mel's dog, I'm pretty sure, and it's it's a German Shepherd, and it's extremely cute. I don't remember the name of it, but as soon as you go into the aquarium as Ellie, you get attacked by it, and you stab it to death, and at that point you don't know the dog, but then you get to know the dog later on, and you're like, ah! Ellie's going to kill that poor little thing. So they didn't include the dog, so I don't think the dog is going to be a part of it going forward. But I think that's gonna do it for the spoiler talk and comparisons, all the talk except for Danish Word of the Day. Of course, we're gonna end it with that, and a couple of words we're thinking about, sort of relating to pregnancy, being pregnant. When you are expecting, what is that in Danish?
Venter, like you.
Yes.
You would say we're expecting. You would say vi venter os.
Yes.
In a child, a whatever.
Exactly, and it could also be just like we were expecting for shit to go down in this episode. We were expecting for what happened that happened. It could also be the same. We were just.
Forvente. Would be.
Yeah, or it could also just be waiting. Yeah, because vente is also waiting.
Yeah, but so that's what I mean. Like expecting is forvente, but if you are expecting a child, vi venter os.
Yes. That's a little confusing. You'll get a bonus one here. Just I'm pretty sure we've done it before, but it makes sense. Pregnant in Danish is gravid. And there's a soft D there in the end. Yes. Okie dokie.
See you in 2 years?
Yeah, I guess. Pretty sure it's not going to be just a year. Though that would... Because the story feels incomplete right now. Oh. And it is. Like, because that was like a boom. Horrible moment, like, and cut to black, and people who haven't played the game, they don't know what's gonna happen next, so they're like, did Abby just shoot Ellie, or like what happened? So and then it jumps back in time, and we see Abby at the stadium there, and again, I'm sure a lot of people are like, what is going on? And now you have to wait, and that absolutely sucks. But yeah, we will most likely be back with season 3 if we however it fits into our schedules at that point in time, and if we can watch it as it's coming out. Otherwise,
if it's in exactly 2 years, I might be a little bit busy. But otherwise,
we'll see. But thank you for watching at least, and following along, and clicking on the video. I don't like it. It's not necessarily maybe as interesting to watch people who know what's going to happen compared to those who go in blind.
Unless you're a gamer, then
you just want to hear our opinions about like the how they're adapting the story. Then I guess it's and that is what you're looking for.
That was a lot of words, but thank you so much for watching.
Yes, it really was. Sorry. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again as soon as possible. Bye.
Bye.